Welcome then everyone, welcome back to East Block Racing Oval Series. My name's Logan Edward and today I'm going to be your commentator. Now, I just want to quickly say this, we are at Martinsville for round 8 of the Oval Series. Now, Martinsville is quite important for this league as it's the 1 year anniversary race. So we are here for 160 laps of a track that's roughly 21.5 seconds long. And I hope you're ready for what we are about to see here, ladies and gentlemen. As last 2 weekends ago at Bristol, it was a quite spicy race, I must say. A lot of carnage, a lot of safety cars, and it did not go well for a certain someone, and that certain someone is Gabriel Dubb. It really did not go well for him, as he actually lost out on a chance at a win in a collision after a late safety car, and that's costed him the championship lead as of now, as he's dropped down to second, and it's a double-digit difference between Max and Gabriel here. So Gabriel's going to really be looking at trying to get up to those positions and get good points. On the other side, though, it was an amazing race for Eric Vesely and an amazing race for Reuven Elian, as both of them got onto the podium, I believe. It was actually one of their first times on the actual podium. Let me just fact check that. Yep. It was Elian's first time on the podium, and what way to do it than getting second. So amazingly done for him. He has got himself up to P3, and I just want to say, really close fight for P5, as it's 3-4 cars that are in the fight, all separated by only 3 points. What sort of cinema could that be then? Hopefully someone could move up those positions, as the only one in that fight itself is David Apanga. Now, we are coming around the final corner to get green flag racing here for the first time in Martinsville Speedway. We are at the start line, as there was a little bit of an oopsie daisies there. I think we're getting green. I don't really know what's happening there. Are we green or are we not green? I don't know, but Gabriel Dubb's leading the way. There's a little bit of a spin in the background between Elian and Apanga, so I think we are leading, as Gabriel is going up to speed now. So I would have normally done a nice big commentary start thingy, but I got really confused there, as they just didn't go fast at the start. But anyway, Max Castrodale on the back end of Gabriel Dubb as we come on to halfway onto lap 3, and these guys have been having a massive sprawl all season long. Max Castrodale having the most wins this season, but Gabriel Dubb being Mr. Consistent, having his worst race off the podium, off the second step, may I say. He's never been on the third step of the podium, only second or first. And last weekend out at Bristol, he had a really unfortunate race, and I think he went down to about P5 or 6, which is just not great for him. But anyway, coming around turn 1-2, just Max Castrodale is really going to try and look for a move, I reckon. But I would say Martinsville, same with Bristol, it's quite difficult to get an overtake done. You've got to be really careful on that throttle application. If you go too soon, you can lose the back end. If you go too fast, or if you go too soon, you're going to be swerving off into that top apron wall. As you can see, I think we're going to be coming to lap Simon Constantine there. Max Castrodale go for a beautiful send down the inside as we come round turn 4, and he will take the lead of this race. Simon Constantine will let the leaders through, and this race between these two is going to go for laps on end. And yeah, I do have some bad news. And that bad news is this Oval Series will be coming to an end in August, which is quite sad, as I've really enjoyed commentating this. This series itself has given me a lot of opportunities. If it wasn't for this series, I wouldn't be commentating the East Block Formula Series. I wouldn't have probably even done PHRL 500 miles of Sebring last weekend. So, you know, I just, you know, this series itself has really opened up the door for on my way in. You know, I've always enjoyed my commentating, and I just want to thank this league. I want to thank SRTV as well. As a Gabriel up here, losing out on that draft now. So, will the lapped car of Leon here slow down Constantine? I'm not Constantine, Castrodale, to maybe get Gabriel Dub back in. Because remember, Aline and Dub are both teammates, so there could be a little bit of team play here. But I don't know. As you can see, yeah, Ruben Aline let Gabriel Dub pass, but was holding that inside line for Max Castrodale here. So, coming on to lap 13, you can see Gabriel Dub massively fast. 5 tenths faster than Max Castrodale. That's going back into the draft range as we come onto the back stretch, and we may even see a move in the next coming few laps, which will be absolutely fantastic, as obviously Gabriel Dub lost that lead about 6 laps ago, and yeah, there's not many people here, which is quite a shame, and this is the ultimate effect of why the Oval Series is getting shut down in August. We still have a few rounds to go, ladies and gentlemen, so don't stop watching. The fight's still there. There's a championship that can be on hands here. Obviously, only 10 points roughly separate them, as you can see Gabriel Dub set an outrageously fast lap time. I didn't even see that sort of lap time be done in the practice session, a 21.2. All I saw was a 21.343. So Gabriel Dub massively just using his pace here, and hopefully he'll get into the range, 3/10, 2/10 range of Max Castrodale. Max Castrodale sets another 21.2. So these guys are literally the same pace, and that's what you got to love to see. Your rival is your same pace. So if everything's going nice and steady, there's Simon Constantine's losing the back end. He's onto the top wall, and that almost cost Gabriel Dub, and that could have been a massive incident there between Constantine and Dub. It's quite sad to see, because there's a championship fight all throughout the grid. You know, like I said, for that P5 spot, for the P2 spot, no, for the P3 spot, I mean, and obviously for the championship lead, as well as that is a fight in the constructors as well between the teams. And because people aren't showing up, there's just not much competition there, and that's, you know, why the league will be getting shut down. Well, not the league itself, but the Oval Series itself will be getting removed and replaced. I don't know what it's getting replaced with, so obviously we're gonna have to find that out in the next coming month or so. But here we go, Gabriel Dub massively losing out now. Traffic is becoming an issue as everyone's being lapped, and you can just see Max Castrodale just clinching out that 1 second lead over Gabriel Dub, and that's really what he wants to have. You can see down at the very bottom the telemetry graph. Now, don't worry about the brakes. The brakes are all wrong, but focus on the acceleration. Look how smooth and progressive Gabriel Dub is doing. You know, if you're going straight down to the floor, you're going to be losing that back end. And that's not something you want to do, because that's a race-ending thing. I'll watch Max Castrodale as well. He does the exact same thing, you know. He brakes, and then he's nicely onto the throttle. A bit more staggered, but, you know, it's a driving style sort of thing. And you can also see, when it says a full brake, it's actually just a trail brake. They're trading off the brake, letting the car rotate into the corner, and then putting that throttle on to kind of keep the car a bit more stable. As big incident there between Simon Constantine and Max Castrodale. That doesn't lose him much time. He'll just going to have a bit of damage on that right side. But Gabriel Dub, will he let the Max take the lead back? No, he's gonna hold his front nose in as we come round turn 1, 2 onto the back straight. It is a drag race coming down into turn 3. Gabriel Dub though inside line, they make slight contact there, but Gabriel Dub will clinch out the lead of this race on lap 22, and he's going to be super happy with that. And an amazing move. These guys are absolutely clean drivers between them. You know, a little bit of contact here and there, but that's fine. That's all what racing is. Contact is allowed to a certain extent, and these guys will obviously be going to that certain extent over and over and over and again. There's not much to sort of talk about here, as obviously there's not much going off. Apart from this fight for the leader, Simon Constantine spun in the middle of the final turn, and that could have been disastrous for Max Castrodale or even Gabriel Dubdar as he loses out, as I think he had to take the high line, which just invites Max Castrodale in. As you can see, a second gap separates them yet again, and 25 laps in. I was just quickly messaging someone. We are back watching the race. 1.3 seconds separates the two leaders, and that is slowly dropping as Gabriel Job just clinches out a little bit of a faster lap there. Will we see lap traffic get involved yet again as Leon? Oh my lords! What's happened there then? Was that intentional? Could that be a pace car out? I don't know if that was intentional or not. It seemed it, as he did have an ultimate tight line. He could have just turned up as David Opanga sets his fast lap of the race of a 21.7. But that was a bit iffy from Elian there, and that's costed Castrodale so much over Gabriel Dub, and surely that should be some sort of penalty after race. Obviously we're just gonna have to find out. As that gap is diminishing. Castrodale is really catching Dub here, and as it stands, Max Castrodale will stay in the lead as he sets the fastest lap of the race, 3 times faster than Dub. But as it stands, Max Castrodale will still extend his lead. Well, not extend the lead, but he will remain in the lead, as only 3 points or 5 points is the difference between first and second. Simon Constantine is slow on the upper line, and Gabriel Dub and Max Castrodale just going at it. They are the only two having an actual fight on track, and yeah. here we go. The Gable Dubs lost the position here over Max Castrodale, and Castrodale is leading the way now for third time, I believe. Gable Dubs started the race off in the lead after a quite awkward start to the race, and then after that it's just sort of been downhill for him. But here we go, round the first few corners, bit of lap traffic there. You can hear the squeakiness of the tyres as they are turning for the corners. Now normally squeaky tyres show is a sign of over rotation. As you see, Gable Dub getting a bit too much rotation of the back end, and that's almost costed him his front bumper, but luckily he was able to catch it with his pristine handling. So hopefully we will be cooking. Ooh, I can't. We are 1/4 of the way through this race now. And Max Castrodale is still leading the way. 2 seconds over Gable Dub, as Leon has had a bit of a tumble there in P4. David Apangas setting his fastest lap of this race, 21.609, I believe. And Gable Dub is slowly dropping that gap, even though Max Castrodale does set the faster lap, but Leon is sort of slowing up Castrodale as we come on to lap 47. Round the final few corners, that gap is sort of slowly diminishing as a bit of a toe there from his teammate as we come round turn 1-2. Really got to focus on that at exit speed. You can just see a bit of hesitation on that throttle, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry, just because, you know, you can make a lot of mistakes in NASCAR. These cars, I believe, aren't the most stable at times, especially when you're mid-braking in the corners. You can see just trailing off the car, then getting onto throttle, coming back off. You know, these guys are using the throttle to help rotate the car, but they've got to be careful not to use it too much, where they're going to be losing that back end and tumbling into the walls. Is that we almost saw Gable Dub do that previously in turn 1, bit too much on the brakes, then tried to counter it with a throttle. And that just costed him so much. He almost lost the front end and almost went tumbling into the infield barrier of turn 1-2. Now, what will Gable Dub do? Because obviously he needs to win this race. He had an unfortunate race in Bristol, and that costed him the championship lead, and it's costed him a hefty amount of points. Almost 20 points it costed him over Max Castrodale. So Max right now is in the position he wants to be. I believe he has the fastest lap of a 21.18 as Gabriel Dub. That's what I meant about the throttle thing. He got a bit too much on throttle. He's losing back end, trying to control it, and he's just hit that inside wall. Now, will that damage really, really suffer for him during this race, or will he be able to move on? As we know, Max Casadel has a bit of damage from a previous incident with Ruben Alian. So, but that didn't do him much harm, as you know, he's putting up really good pace. But will that be anyway? I am sorry, I was reading something. Now, the pace car is nicely moving about there. Got love to see, but that gap is slowly dropping. It was 3.3 seconds, but now it's 2.7. So relatively 6/10 drop over the course of these few laps, and we are coming close to the halfway mark. No safety car, no nothing, just peacefulness. Alrighty, I need to go to the toilet, but I will hold it out as best as I can, as we have 100 laps left of this race now, and the gap is slowly coming down between the two championship rivals here. But Max Casadel is, if he can just hold this gap, that's all he needs. If he holds the gap, that will be good enough. Now, while you guys watch the gap come down, I will quickly go pop to the toilet, and then we'll be back for an amazing battle between the two. Right, I'll be back, guys. You watch this and enjoy. Oh my lord. He's just done a tomater, reversing onto finish the lap. And I think that was just, again, a bit too happy on that throttle pedal. And that's really costed him, as he's half a lap back from Castrodale. And he won't be happy with that at all, as we come really close to the start. No, we come really close to the halfway point of this race now. Safety car is out. We do have a safety car out, so we will hopefully be getting nice and shortly underway. Hopefully we can get these lap cars past. So there we go. Lap cars are coming through. I don't know how long we're going to be under safety car for. As you can see, Gabriel Dubb coming into the pits now. Why isn't Max Casadel coming into the pits though? Has he already done it? Probably. Yeah, so we just gotta wait to see what these guys are gonna do. Gabriel Dubb is leading the way over Max Castrodale. So Gabriel Dubb's in probably the best position he possibly can be. So Castrodale obviously boxing not at the same time as Dubb, and probably just took on a bit more fuel. David Apanga, he's on the lead lap now. I believe he's into the pits. Alian 5 laps back. Constantine also into the pits. So, you know, hopefully we will get back racing very shortly, as sort of the pace of the race has really gone down now. As you know, we were going at a right nice consistent pace. This was probably going to be one of the cleaner races we had all season, but we just got to wait for everyone to unlap themselves. are getting back underway now, which is lovely. So David Apanga is into the pits. We'll be going green flag racing very shortly, and let's hope we can keep it a bit cleaner now. As Simon Constantine was not able to get back all of his laps back, but only a few. Now, David Apanga, he will be coming out right behind everyone. I am sorry, I was very yawny there. But here we go, pace car is in. Gabriel Dubb would lead from Cashadel, from Ali, and from Apanga, from Constantine. And we will go racing, we will go green flag racing yet again. As there we go, we are green flag racing here for the second time, as there's already a spinner. Leon spun in the background, constantly having a rocky start there. Apanga, he's up to P3. Max Castrodel is on the back foot here, as he's gone a bit wonky on the exit of turn 2, and David Apanga will say thank you very much and will slide on back through. Gabriel Dubb leads the way. It's gonna be a nice drag race. No, it's not, as Cashdale sort of backed out slightly there. Gabriel Apanga going defensive as we come on to the back stretch. He will have the championship leader chasing his exhaust pipe. You can just see he's going defensive there. He's not letting Max through. This is going to be good for Dubb. If Apanga can do absolute defensive masterclass like Fernando Alonso in Hungary 2021, this will be amazing. As obviously, this really works in Gabriel Dubb's favour. If he can clinch out some more points over Castrodale, he will be buzzing. Castrodale trying to find a way move. He's just, whenever he sees a gap, he's going for it. He wants to get past Apanga here. As I'll be right, they are getting slowed down by Apanga, and Gabriel Dubb is able to storm off into the lead. Going defensive into turn 3. Max Castrodale, will he try to go for a switchback? He does look for it, but he's just not able to get the power down that fast. Apanga, though, absolutely defending like an absolute menace. I love to watch this. Switchback, though. Max Castrodale, move of the race right there, I reckon. What a move that was. Beautifully, nicely snuck down the inside. As obviously Apanga going a little bit deep. Now, Apanga needs to try get back in front if he wants to help out Gabriel Dubb in any way. But Gabriel Dubb does have that 2.5 second lap lead, and Cashadel just really needs to just put it into nitrous gear and go, go, go. As, this is turning out to be quite on a masterclass race. Is Apanga? Where is Apanga? I think there was a little bit of an incident between Castell and Apanga. Maybe, maybe not. So Simon Constantine getting out the way for everyone. Here we go. Gabriel Dubb is leading the way, but that gap is slowly coming down. It's less than 2 seconds now, as we are more than halfway through the race, and these guys will probably be going toe for toe very shortly. Gabriel Dubb, he doesn't need to over push, he just needs to keep a nice consistent pace. Now, a little bit of insight into the constructor standings. Red Maple Racing, the team that is, I believe, owned by Gabriel Dubb, leads the way over Team 5 as there is a safety car. Safety car is now deployed, and I don't like safety cars because they slow down the pace of the race. Now, obviously, safety car will be coming out ahead of Castor as a Gabriel Dubb. And, yeah, so Gabriel Dubb will lead from Castor, from Apanga, from Elian, and then from Constantine. So, will Castor be able to get back ahead of Gabriel Dubb here? We will just have to find out. Cars out. Lapped cars will be allowed through, but I don't know how many times. As, I would prefer to get racing yet again. As you would think for the 1 year anniversary special, you would get more people, but unfortunately not, and that's just, you know, unfortunate to see. As this league is very good, and if you do want to get involved, then, you know, get involved, because I highly recommend it. This league is a fantastic. Formula, Oval, obviously Oval's leaving in August, but I mean, get involved because it's getting replaced from my, probably will get replaced, and you never know what series it will possibly be. You know, there's a little bit of excitement in there. And I'm surely excited because, yes. The safety car is going to be in this lap. So you can see safety car pulling into the pits now. We are going to be double file all the way to the line. Gabriel Dubb leads from Castrodale, who leads from Elian, who leads from Apanga. Then Constantine is in the back there. We are onto the main straight. We are green flag racing now. Gabriel Dubb getting an amazing start. Caught Castrodale slightly napping there. Apanga though, he's got a lean on his outside. Will Apanga maybe be able to get ahead of Castrodale? Hopefully that could happen as a Castrodale though. He's able to really catch up here. Apanga going slightly deep, but he will be able to get a really nice exit. If he didn't cut off too much speed. Gabriel Dub, though, leading the way. 1/10 faster that lap than Dale. But Dale is really on the back end. So you can see getting a little bit loose on just going onto the apron there. Getting a little bit loose and almost could have been tumbling into the wall. Now, David Opanga just needs to stay in this draft. If he's P3 in this race, he will shoot up to P5 in the driver's standings. It will be an absolute amazing result for him, and I believe it will be another podium for me. Another podium for him. Let me just double check. No, it will be his first ever podium. He is one of many who have not scored a podium this season. Obviously, Daniel Kleppel, he's the other one who's not scored a podium this season, and he is in P5, 3 points ahead of Opanga. So this P3 to finish will absolutely skyrocket Opanga into those top spots in the championship here. As already falling off, 2.4 seconds to Cash Adelvo. And there we go. This is the lap times we want, 21.2s, low 21s. Is what you want to be aiming for around Martinsville. And 100 laps. 60 laps left to go. We are 20 laps over halfway here. Almost 3/4 of the way through this race. And what a lap from Castrodale there. 21.0. That is the fastest lap time I think I've ever seen in this race. Will we be able to potentially see a 20.9? We're just going to have to find out, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go. On to the main straight now for lap 101. And again, Castrodale goes faster by 0.04 of a second. That is outstanding, the consistency that man has behind the wheel. And these guys are literally bumper to bumper here. And, oh no. Lap traffic inbound. This is not going to be good. I believe it is Simon Constantine. I think he's having a little bit of a struggle because his wheel broke before the race and he's on controller. He would normally be up near these top runners, but unfortunately, because of the technical difficulties he's had, he's not able to be as competitive as he normally was, as we saw in Atlanta about a month ago, I believe. Anyway, though, round the first corner, Max Castrodale going round the outside. He's not able to get the switchback done. But will he have the exit speed? He is side by side with Gabriel Dub as we come down into turn 3, and he will get the move nicely done. Gabriel Dub, though, looking for a switchback. He's just done a Castrodale move. Oh, if that was able to get stuck, that would have been move of the race, I would have said. Maybe not. I don't know. Was Castrodale's switchback earlier in the race a bit better, as you saw there? Losing a little bit off the rear there. Quite almost race ending. But luckily it wasn't. Now, these guys are absolutely flying away. They've dropped Opanga from 5.2 seconds. And this is just how strong raw pace, but also how strong the draft is. Now, obviously, it would be better at a track that's flat out like Daytona. I think Talladega's flat. I don't fully remember. I don't know. But anyway, Super Speedway. That's what they're called. You know, Daytona and all of that. But it does mean there's a lot more carnage and a lot more closer racing. But there we go. Lap times 21.177 from Gabriel Dub. I think just a little bit faster than Castrodale. So these guys are absolutely flying away with astonishing pace. And this is what you just love to see. And I'm very excited for what the end of this race will be. There's 1 second separates them now, so the pace is sort of dropping off here for Gabriel Dub. That's not a good sign. Castrodale right now will just extend his lead mighty much, as the 15 points separating them is quite threatening, I would say. Safety car yet again. Oh, so we have another safety car, and we'll probably be in safety car for the next 5 minutes. Where's the commentary? I was just taking a little break, and I was having a sip of my drink, and I was eating some crisps, so I muted my mic. But there's been commentary for like the whole race, mate. But you know, because I'm doing it solo, I don't got someone else here, so there'll be some blank spots, and it's a very long race, and there's not much to commentate about. When you're in safety cars, you can just see Max Castell, Gabriel Dub, 2 championship rivals, coming into the pits side by side. I think Gabriel Dub's trying to just push him along. Oh no, they're inside of each other. This silly goose, man. Anyway, we are hopefully going to be green flag racing soon, as I would much appreciate that, because then we can get to the action and get to the commentary, as I don't think we want to see 5 laps under safety car, but obviously we got to wait for the lap cars coming on now. This could be amazing. David Apanga leading the way, or is he going to be coming to the pits now? We'll just have to see. No, he's not boxing. This could play a massive part in this race. This could play a massive part in the race. We saw earlier David Apanga really slowing up Castell, but we've got Gabriel Dub and Castell behind him. So will we see a little bit of a sprawl? Maybe a bit of a war scene. Maybe. Because obviously Gabriel Dub needs to be ahead of Castell if he wants to gain any points on the championship leader. But if David Apanga can slow both of them and win, I mean, it'll be good for Max Castell because he will extend that lead. So Gabriel Dub does need to get by as fast as possible. Now, will we see a little bit of teamwork? Obviously, David Apanga and Dub aren't in the same team, but I mean, you never know. There could be a little bit of team plays. Never know. Well, I said team plays. A little bit of, you know, there could be a little bit of a rivalry between Apanga and Thingy. As a safety car will be in this lap. And I think we'll be going green flag racing. Yes, we will. For the next 55 lap, no, 45 laps. We will be green flag racing. And this is what we've been waiting for. And hopefully it will be very lovely, as David Apanga will lead from Castell, who will lead from Alian, who will lead from Dub. As we are now going to be green flag racing. We're green, and Apanga gets an amazing start. Same with Alian, as he's going to be looking for a move down the inside of Castell here. Will he be able to get the... move done? As there's a little bit of contact with the wall and Gabriel Dub in the background. That's not going to be great for the man who's in P2 of the championship, though. David Apanga defending like a hawk. There's contact and he's tumbling round. And Gabriel Dub just says thank you very much. So Gabriel Dub will lead the way from Castell. That's a massive incident there. How is that not a safety car? Oh my God. Gabriel Dub, though, absolutely astonishing from him. He just slides through like butter. And it's a full course yellow, ladies and gentlemen. Full course yellow. I was going to say, how was that not a bloody safety car? Yellow flag, though. And back to 80 kilometers an hour. And that was a very short green flag, I must say. I don't know what's shorter. I'm not going to say that. But anyway. That was one of the shortest green flags I've ever seen. It didn't even last a full lap. Which is very funny. Now. We are going to be green flag racing. Yay. We are now lovely and green flag racing. There is a 10-second penalty for speeding on the pit lane for Simon Constantine. And Apanga 7 times behind Ali, and he's going to be looking back to get that podium position. Gabriel Dub will lead the way as we are on lap 20. 40 laps to go. This is going to be astonishing. Will Cashadel be able to catch up in time? And will we have a nice little battle on our hands for the win? Gabriel Dub needs to win this race if he wants to gain any points. Or he needs Cashadel to just score less than him if he wants to gain in that championship after having an outrageous finish to Bristol last round. And obviously, next round, he's just going to be looking to get wins after wins. Now, this season, Max Cashadel has had the most wins. He's got 4 wins. He has, I believe, 1 race outside of the top 3. And then oh my God! It's another safety car! I'm about to go off. I'm about to have it. We've only been green flag racing for like 3 laps. Give me something to commentate. Stop going under the yellow flags. This will let Opanga back in. This will let Elian back in. It won't help Simon Constantine as he's 20 laps down because he's had technical difficulties at the start of this race. But give me something to commentate. Stop doing bloody safety cars. Oh my lord. It's like a commentator's nightmare is safety cars. I've gone through literally basically everything. And I was about to say a good point and a safety car. And then I have to scream safety car so then everyone in the stream knows there's a safety car, you know? I mean, I've got to do what the real penalty is already doing. Screaming and hurting my ears. Oh my lord. I'm about to rage quit. I'm about to bloody have it. Right. Who's the race official? I'm having words. I'm having words, I reckon. Oh. Lovely joke. Voila. Now, can we get green flag racing? We are ready. We are ready. Now, let's go, go, go. Boogly, boogly, boogly. Let's go racing. Nope. I'm flabbergasted right now. Why are we not green flag racing? Is it because we're letting Constantine get, like, some laps back? Maybe. Maybe we are. Now, I would love to watch some racing. I would love to watch the championship, the fight between Cashadel and Dub. I would love to watch the fight between Opanga and Cashadel again. But we can't watch that because we're on the safety car, right? As you can see, Elian and Opanga into the pits. This could be the right. That's it. The absolute mass class of Opanga, because obviously if he boxes now, he'll go to the end hoping for no late safety car. He was gonna have fresh tires, maybe the fuel he'll need to go to the end, and he's obviously need to take in that drive through, and I believe that's what he's gone and done, but he's going back into the pits. So this could be amazing for him. I think he's going to rejoin behind Elian. As there we go. Gabriel Dub in. No, that's Cashadel who's into the pits. Gabriel Dub staying behind the safety car. Could we see? Okay. If Opanga comes out of the box now, catches up, will he be in front of Cashadel? Or does he have like a 10-second stop-go penalty? We're just going to watch. Because obviously, as he's the lap down, he can do a proper lap. But is Cashdel's coming out. So he won't be able... Oh no, he was leading. Wait! He comes out ahead of Cashadel. Oh my! Flashbacks. This gives me flashbacks. If this is the finishing order, Gabriel Dub will probably gain and be 3 points behind at least. Obviously, because a win gets you 35 points. A P4 gets you 22 points. There's a 15 gap point between the two. So if this is how it finishes, we may have a 3-point difference like what we had in Atlanta when Gabriel Dubb just clinched out a win by 7 thousandths. This season has been absolutely peak cinema. If you think Minecraft movie was cinema, if you think F1 25 season cinema, you are wrong. Eastblock Oval Series is where it's bloody at with the cinema-ness. Because, oh my lord, will Upanga slow down Castrodel enough for Elian and Gabriel Dubb for Maple Racing to get a 1-2? Oh my, this could be cinema. Or will Upanga just go for, you know, do Upanga things? We will just have to find out, as I believe safety car will be coming in this lap, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully it will be, as I'm not the biggest fans of safety cars, unless I'm racing. If I'm watching, I hate safety cars because I get bored. But, anyway, here we go. Coming around the final corner. Safety car is going to be in this lap, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your seat belts on. As round the final corner we will go. We are green flag racing now, and it's an amazing start from Gabriel Dubb. Brunelian not getting the best of starts either, and same with David Upanga. He's let Castrodel get in front of him, but oh my, what was that restart? And then not another one. Stop with the safety cars. We have a full course yellow, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not excited with a full course yellow because I'm just gonna be honest. I don't like them. 80 kilometers an hour you can go. And obviously, it was just a little bit of a spin. Will Upanga be able to catch up to Castrodel to get in front of him as we have 29 laps left to go? Or, what's sort of the play here? You know, we have a lot of laps. Well, the pace car's only 80 laps down or whatever. I don't know. We will be going green flag racing very, very shortly. And we will have a nice, exciting, as we are green flag racing yet again. And Gabriel Dubb will lead the way. Upanga is already looking for a move. 1 second off of the restart here. He does really need to catch up though. If Upanga can do something called park the bus, that would be absolutely astonishing. And would absolutely hinder Castrodel. But I don't know if that's going to happen. They both get a little bit wonky off the exit of turn 3. And Gabriel Dubb really needs to extend this lead. Or it's not going to look good for him. And he's going to lose out on that championship points. So someone's into the pits. I believe that's Simon Constantine. And that gap's 2.5 separating them. That's not, you know, the biggest margin to try to uphold. Now, I'm someone who loves absolute cinema-ness. And right now, this is not cinema. We've had too many safety cars. It's slowed down the pace of the race, but it has brought Upanga into the mix. Upanga is in P3, and he's only 4.2 behind Castrodel here. I just had an itchy nose there. Meow. What's the gap now? Gabriel Dubb is actually extending this gap. This is going to be good for the man in P2 who's trying to get back that lead of the championship. So, This could be playing right into Dub's hands, but a bit of a spinneroonie from Opanga. What's happened here then? Oh, Simon Constantly's just kissed his rear end. Has that cost Gabriel Dub any time? Castrodale, though, hunting down the man, the myth, the blood legend, Mr. Dub. What can Castrodale do? Probably one of the more faster drivers in this. I mean, he's the most to win. So, strategy with him is probably the biggest thing that helps him. Knowing when to box, knowing when to actually go for the overtake here, as he's trying to get past Runalien, who almost turns in and hits the side of Castrodale. That could have been massively race-ending. That's the 21-1 flat. That's astonishing lap times from the man himself. And I just wish I had the skills to set those lap times. Race Kadesh, now screw my stay. Anyway, the gap is slowly coming in as there we go. There are the lap times we need. 20.806 and then a 20.9. That is lovely. I told you we would see some sub 21s soon, and the Gabriel Dub and Castrodale set both of them at the at the same time. Now 21.1. What does 21.0? So the lap time is not changing much. 15 laps to go soon, and we will be racing. Well, not racing. We are already racing, as you can clearly see. But we may have a nice little championship fight on our hands, because obviously, as it seems right now, Gabriel Dub will win the race. But you can't say that too soon. Don't let me do commentator's curse. But that gap is slowly going as obviously Panga's getting lapped now, but he's slowing up Dub. Does he know about blue flags? He's on the inside. Does he not realise this is not his fight? I don't know. There's contact there. And if Gabriel Dub was spun or anything, that this could be shown as illegal blocking. I don't know how the rule system goes, but there we go. Gabriel Dub down the inside. Now, will we see illegal blocking? As will he let Max Castrodale straight through? What's going to happen here? We're just going to have to watch and see. 13 laps left to go, and only a car separates them. And it just seems to be he just got out of the way. So I don't know what that was from a Panga, but it didn't seem quite sportsmanlike. So hopefully we will be maybe having a really, really close race on our hands. Second separates them. It's not much of a gap. 5 tenths and it's dropping. We will have 10 laps left to go. And I just can't wait to see who's going to be able to bring it out on top. There's a bit of a whoopsie there from Constantine. Will Gabriel Dub be able to hold this lead? No! No! Safety car, go back in. No, 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 no. We don't want a safety car. Ooh. I don't want a safety car. That is not what we want. Anyway. The pace car is going to be strolling around. I don't know why we got a safety car at this point, but lap cars should be getting let through now. So a Panga could still be in a chance for a win. So could a Liam. It really just depends on if they can play their cards right. Obviously, Constantine's out of a chance at winning, but he is at chance for points, which could propel him forward in the championship standings. There we go. Lap cars are being let through now, and they are being led by the man of Apanga. So, how well is this gonna go? Oh my god. Right. So there's a spin. Castaldel's into the pits. Gabriel Dubdo, I don't think he needs the box. What is happening? Just go, go, go. I think there was a little bit of an incident between the lap drivers. And I'm not feeling it right now. Pace car should be coming in the next few laps. I reckon it'll come in at 155 or maybe 154. But I just want to see some racing. This is not racing. This is called Safety Car Mania. And this is not what we want. Bad, bad, bad. Not good, good, good. Round the final corner we go. No, not around the second corner, I mean, we go. We should hopefully be, once David Apanga comes out of the pits, we should hopefully be green flag racing at 155, which I predicted, may I say. I mean, come on. I am a genius. Yeah, like I predicted. Call me Houdini. Woo, woo, woo. They're going to be green flag racing. As the safety car's pulling into the pits. Max Castaldello will lead from Gabriel Dubb, who will lead from Milian, who will lead from Apanga, who will lead from Simon Constantine. Round the final corner we go. And we will be green flag racing now. I think it's Gabriel Dubb that will launch us off. No, it's Simon Constantine. Yeah, it's Gabriel Dubb. Simon Constantine, though. He's got Apanga on his outside. Will we see a move be made? Maybe we will, as the outside looks like a very clean line. A little bit of contact on the exit. Let's go on board with Apanga. He's got Castaldello on his inside. There's contact between the two championship rivals. Apanga slides on through. Gabriel Dubb's facing the wrong way. Castaldello's also facing the wrong way with a full course yellow. This is played right into Apanga's hands. Apanga did nothing wrong there. I think he left enough space. Obviously, Castaldello, I think, just went a bit too hot into the corner and made contact with the back end of Gabriel Dubb. The championship rivals collide. Who had this on their 2025 bingo card? I surely did not, because oh my lord, the full course yellow is on. I had the wrong scene transition there, but that is my bad. The full course yellow is on, and we hopefully will be going green flag racing very, very soon. There we go. Save full course yellow will end in 7, 5, 4, 3. We are green flag racing now, ladies and gentlemen, and Gabriel Dubb really able to catch up here to Apanga. Now, will Gabriel Dubb look for a move in the next few laps? And if so, this will be absolutely sensational for him. He just got to make sure he doesn't lose out a lot of time to Castaldello behind. But as it will be right now, he will be closer to becoming the man who leads the championship. Oh my, Apanga's gone spinning. It's a bit too late for a safety car. It's a bit too late for a full course yellow. But as it will stand, Gabriel Dubb could be out of chance for a win. I see there's no chance for Castaldello to be able to catch up as we are on the final lap. Ooh, and this will be outstanding. His third win in the East Block Racing Oval Series this season. He had an unfortunate race incident at Bristol Motor Speedway, which costed him a chance at a win. He comes round the final corner, he takes the checkered flag, and he wins in Martinsville. What an absolute way to finish a race. Max Castrodel will come home in P2, and David Apanga will come home in P3, who had a massive chance at winning the race, and just had a little bit of a tumble on the penultimate lap. Ruben Alian into P4, and Simon Constantine, I am not watching 26 laps of him lapping, but he will come home in P5. And what a race that was, ladies and gentlemen. We had 60, I think 60, we had a lot of laps of the safety car, but Gabriel Dubb is your winner in Martinsville. He's a 3-time race winner here in the East Block Oval Series. Castrodel, by the way, is a 4-time race winner. That championship gap has closed dramatically. It's not 15 points anymore. It will be probably a single digit now, as I believe, as well as the win. He got a fast lap of a 20.8. The fastest lap time I saw ever around Martinsville in the East Block Oval Series. And well, I hope you all enjoyed that race as much as I did. There was a dry period in the, around lap 42 or I don't know what. But near the end of that race, that was amazing. Max Castrodel in the 23 Star Wars car. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of attendance, but it was okay. We still had a good time, and it looks like even though there was a bit of an incident at the final dying embers of the race, Castrodel still looks to be a happy bunny. And I hope I see you all next time for round 9 of the Oval Series. And hopefully get more attendance. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this was an SRTV broadcast. I'm Logan Edward, and I hope you all had an amazing time watching. Goodbye.